Hello, hello, good evening all. I'll do a quick rundown of a few people who have we got in here tonight. Quite a few names. Edwulf Sledgeferter. Good evening to you, Marcus Dresden. Colon as ever, my wonderful mod. Thank you for being here as always. And Tusk. And a few new people, names I don't recognise anyway, and I do ask for forgiveness if you have been before and have not recognised you, because you're very welcome. I can see Max Mac, who made some rather witty comments in the Message from Jesus video. Mistake not, end times indeed, so we should all listen to what Jesus has to say to us. And who else? Ivan James Hunt, hello again to you. 9 o'clock hero. And Eldon S. Eldon, I tried to tag you in a couple of messages in the Jesus premiere, and for some reason it wouldn't tag you at first. I don't know what was up with that. And Shmoko Fuji Warrior, hello to you. 274727, another regular. Frank, you're right. That was strange. And Rodent, no last name. That's a new one on me. So if this is your first visit, hello to you. How does this make the Uruk-hai in Isengard? I don't know, but I thought he died, but apparently not. Saruman is Jesus. Boy, is that guy odd. I've never seen anyone like that. Global Mom, hello to you. And I haven't checked tonight, but I hope you still picked up even more subs following your premiere last night. That went well, didn't it? That was good to see, and I enjoyed that. So if you haven't checked out Global Mum's channel, please do. Global Mum, please feel free to drop a link in chat, okay? John Rapp, hello to you. Where else are we? Global Chris saying, hey mother. I presume that's to Global Mum. And Joseph Grant. Oh, have I got a Kiri Mac in it? Hello, Kiri Mac. Hello, love. You all right? So, Jesus, a real live message from Jesus. Sort of pre-recorded, downloaded, edited and uploaded, and then put on a premiere. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway, I hope you have all been well. We had the premiere last night, which was fun. Level Earth Observer and his NASA helicopter disbelief. That guy has taken a pasting in the comment section, and I saw there's another guy, I've forgotten his name now, his comment is pinned. There's some flat earther I've not come across before who is going through every single standard flat earth piece of rubbish you've ever heard of, you know, falling off the bottom of the earth and the water would run down and all that sort of guff. The earth doesn't turn. If we were turning at that speed, you know, we can't be turning at supersonic speed. A real idiot. Good evening to you, Warren Jones. I hope I've had a good weekend. Not so much, I'm afraid. Just come off a 10-hour shift. I absolutely raced home, and I had 25 minutes to trigger this live stream with the short delay, and to change the upload of Jesus' message into a live premiere, and then run around dropping adverts to it in all the discords, because if you change it from a scheduled to a premiere, YouTube doesn't tell anyone. Yeah, so I had about 25 minutes to do all that and scoff my food and get back down here, and I literally got down here about 2 minutes before Jesus blessed us all. So it's a bit of a run around. And tomorrow I've got a nice 10-hour shift. Not starting quite so early as today, though, never mind. Joseph Grant, hello. A mistake not. Christmas did miss a good one, I think. So anyway, when I made that video, it really made me chuckle. The number of times I've watched it again and again. And that bit where he clicks his fingers and says, wake up or whatever, and I jump, it still gets me. I still forget that's there. Eldon S. Dedication. Thank you, Eldon. I appreciate that. And Shane Rushton, hello to you. Not a single word how any of these dudes believe the earth is flat. Well, I'm not sure about this guy or that guy. Is it that guy? It could be that guy. He was dumb enough to be that guy. I wonder, do you think that guy is actually alive and well on YouTube under a new account? I understand he had a Facebook or Arsebook or Twitter or Twatter account or something that he was posting on for a while, but that has stopped as well. I think he's running away with his tail between his legs. Hello, Surf. I've got to say it. Surf is my 100th subscriber, and I won't get tired of saying that, Surf. Derek Whidden. Mr. Sensible found a real shiner for you to debunk. Was the coronavirus created to dispose of flat earners? By the way, if you ever have any links to videos that you think are worth me having a look at, please drop them on my Discord. I've got a room just for that called Debunk Suggestions. I do have a look at them. Ooh, excuse me. Do have a look at them when I can. And I have used some of them. Sometimes I can't, not because I don't enjoy them, but either because I just can't see how I can work with video or some other issue like that. Not because I don't enjoy them and not because I don't appreciate suggestions, because I really, really do. Yeah, John Rapp, I think you're right. It's not that guy, it's what guy. I like it. Hello, Tesla Ranger. Actually, just as an aside, you might have noticed that I've got this cough thing, which you're going to say, of course, about the cigarettes, which you're quite right about. However, it does appear, I think I might have mentioned in a stream about a fortnight ago about acid reflux. It looks, I've got to go back to the doctors again, but it's looking as though acid reflux is causing it. And depending on the cause of the acid reflux, at some point I might need to have an op and possibly be out of the game for a little while. I don't know. First of all, I don't know if an op's happening, and secondly, I don't know how long I'll be out of the game, when it does. But I'll keep you guys up to date. Not that you really need to know about all my gastric problems, but I wouldn't want you suddenly thinking I'd cleared off and wasn't interested anymore, because that's not the case. Not the case at all. So, the Level Earth Observer video yesterday, I hope you all caught that. That guy, not that guy, well, forget it, it's not that guy. You know it's not that guy, or what guy. But that guy, Level Earth Observer, is just mega fail. I can't believe how anyone can post the videos with such certainty of being right every time and being so absolutely, observably and demonstrably wrong. I understand that the bloke who is posting the crap comments that are pinned to the top of the video, I understand, from one of the comments that he was actually trying to persuade Level Earth Observer to debunk my debunk, and Level Earth Observer's not interested in doing that. Why am I not surprised? Why indeed? I have some news, guys. I have some, what for me is exciting news. On Tuesday I've got a video which I'm looking forward to about a guy called, no, I won't tell you. I'll leave you to see. It's a guy I hadn't heard of before, but he has done a debate with another, well, no, I say another, but a wonderful creator, MC2, and I pick some of his stuff to bits on Tuesday. But Wednesday, I haven't got a video. In fact, after Tuesday, I haven't got any videos made at all. But I'll be finishing my working week soon, and I'll start working on those. But Wednesday evening, when I may or may not have a video, I've got a debate on Fight the Flat Earth channel with Mitchell from Australia. And I would love to see you all there. I really, really would. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to meeting Craig on stream. Hello, Timo. Timo, you are my very newest patron. Thank you for that. Actually, I say very newest. You're joint newest with someone else who joined at the same time. You, look, there you are. Your name's just appearing at the... Oh, you just missed it by the time it's got there. But your name has just gone past on the scroll at the bottom. Managed to get your name in there. I have also managed to get your name and the other guy's name on the patron reel that comes up on the outro when a stream ends. But I've not yet managed to update you onto the patron role that I show in videos. So you won't be on Tuesdays, I'm afraid, but you should be on videos after that. Thank you very much for the patronage. I really appreciate it. Yes, Wednesday night is the debate. Sorry, I missed that. Mitchell is a total ball end. I don't know quite what you mean, Tusk. I'm sure he is. But I'll give him this. I've spoken to him on camera. We just hooked up just to chat about having a debate, and he's actually a really nice guy. So I think we'll have a debate. I'm sure we'll disagree. There might be some jabs at each other. That's fine, but it'll be a sensible debate. We'll be able to debate, unlike that right-the-hand idiot who screams and shouts and then doesn't turn up and then gets his ass handed to him. So he's bitch made. Mitch may get Mitch made. I hope so, if I manage to hold my end up. But either way, I think he's a nice guy, and I'm looking forward to it. The only thing is, let me just check the exact time, because it's going to be earlier due to his time zones. I've got a feeling. Yeah, so it's Wednesday 26th, and it'll be at 1700 UTC, 5 p.m. UK time. Maybe that works out better for some of you guys. Some of you are more towards Europe way, but it might be a bit more awkward for some of you in the States. Sorry about that. But I presume it won't be too bad for people in Oz, because that's when he's coming. We'll see. But I no doubt will do some reloading of bits of that, if not the whole thing, at some point afterwards. Phil Blacker, hello. You could only watch just over 7 minutes of Jesus. Was that because you only caught the last 7 minutes, or after first 7 minutes you had to bite your legs off and get yourself admitted to hospital or something, so you didn't have to watch the rest? I don't know. Tom C. Tutor, when's that debate? Yes, that's 26th at 1700 UTC. We've already chosen our subjects, our chosen specialised subjects. I'm not going to tell you what mine are, and I'm not going to tell you what his are, because obviously we know each other's, so that we can do some prep. Although I'd be interested to see what prep he could do to try and debunk my two Earth, globular Earth proofs. We'll see. Is it going to be a lot of hand waving and appeals to authority and definitions? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. Right. By the way, I got a message from Amy Hogan of the Shills about 10 minutes before this stream started, inviting me onto the Shill show tonight. But because I do have work tomorrow, even though it's not stupid o'clock early, I need to actually sleep sometime, so I can't go on the Shill show. So we'll run up to just before the Shill show starts, or just as it's starting, just as that little handover. And I'll encourage anyone who's still alive, awake, and still here at that time to hop over to the Shill show. I've got a feeling, Colin, perhaps you can let us know, is it Schrodinger's cat they got on tonight? I'm not sure. Or was that last night? Not 100% sure. Someone can find out. Global Mom says that's 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern. Right, so probably not very good for our American friends, I'm afraid. But of course, I'll be able to watch it with a delay. 9 o'clock wonders if Jesus grew up watching Monty Python. It could be, couldn't it? It could have done. And as someone said, he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Very naughty boy. Oh, Phil couldn't stand the word salad. I know what you mean. At least you only had to watch it once, Phil. I had to watch it several times and edit it and rewatch it. And yes, so that was interesting. Eldon, you couldn't make any sense of what Jesus said. I thought, Schrodinger was last night. Dutch Heretic tonight. Thank you, Surf. Dutch Heretic is a new one on me. Don't know him at all. Don't know him at all, I'm afraid. Per Gamera sent me an email. Is this an urgent email? Let me have a quick look. If it's urgent, I might be able to reply right now. I don't know. No, I've not got. Oh, Per Gamera. Yes, I see. Yes, you actually sent it Friday. Yeah, I did get your email. Sorry, let's come back to the screen. I did get your email. I've not. There was a link in it, wasn't there, to what you were saying? My email's been a bit slow tonight. Yes, to that Google Drive thing. I will have a look at it, but I haven't had a look at it yet. Okay, so thank you for that. He was your second subscriber, Globe Mum. Who was Jesus subscribes to you. Wow. Global Mom, your channel is hotter than I originally thought. Really is. Who else we got? Yes, so Dutch Heretic. No, Tom's never heard of him either. Yeah. Sorry, it's interesting looking at these comments because I delve back a bit and see the comments, and I'm trying to make sense jumping in halfway through some conversation or a reply, which is really quite puzzling at times. So I'm 10 hours behind Australian Eastern Summertime. So what's that? 5 p.m. Oh, you'll have to work it out for me. 5 p.m. My maths is crap, obviously, right now. Yes, that's right. For Mitch, it's early morning before he goes to work, I think. So I guess it's not going to be a debate and a stream which will then go on for hours, unfortunately. But hopefully it'll be interesting. It's the normal sort of format. We haven't decided who'll go first, but I'll present something, he gets to debunk it. He presents something, I get to debunk it. We do that twice, and then we have some free for all. And as long as no one gets naughty and rude, so that Fight has to boot one of us, and I don't think it will happen, then it will last. I presume it's likely to last until Mitch needs to go to work. I think he's working that day. Yeah. So, link didn't work, : I don't know what the link was. Yeah, Frank. If your boss wouldn't appreciate you stopping work to watch it. Why don't you get your boss to subscribe as well? Tell him I'll give a shout out for his company. He subscribes and joins the debate on Fight's channel. Yeah, so whether so that's 5 p.m. So whether I have a video coming out at my normal slot 9:15 is going to depend, because that's Wednesday and I'm working. Where are we? Right, Wednesday's my first day off, so I might actually manage to get a video done for Wednesday night during my off hours, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday morning. I hope so, because otherwise I'm going to be chasing my tail, trying to keep up with myself through the rest of my rest days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I don't want that. I like to get ahead. Last week I had all the videos, or for this week's videos, I had all the videos done last week, so I was very pleased with that. Felt a bit odd because having created all those videos, I then sat there and thought, what do I do now? Do I debunk videos that aren't yet out? Maybe I should make a sort of skeletal debunk video ready for when one of the flat earthers posts a video, and then I can snip out the arguments that they haven't used. That would be interesting. Or just option A, gravity is 9.8 meters per second. Option B, the horizon is not 8 inches per mile squared drop. And option C, the ISS can't see more than whatever percentage of the Earth at once. And then you get to choose the correct answer. That might be interesting. Yes. Do a video debunking something that is made before the video. So if I've done one, for instance, about the ISS, see how accurate it is if it's produced before they even produce the video about the ISS. That will be different. Just jumping back to it, let's check my channel. Right, I think it's time to bring a couple of people in for chat. I'll give you a few seconds warning. Currently in the live waiting room, got two people. We have the lovely Globamom. Globamom, hello there. Oh. Before you speak, make sure I've got my desktop audio switched on. Hello, Globamom. Oh, she disappeared. What happened to you? Oh, she's back again. Perhaps she's not ready. I'll bring in the other person and Globamom can come in a few minutes. Right, and here is a regular philosopher of nonsense. Hello to you.
What? I didn't do it.
No, I'm
sure. Hi.
I tell you what, this is fun. I could pull people out the waiting room just as they're saying something embarrassing. Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I probably already have. So, philosopher, what did you think of this wonderful message from up on high? Did you feel blessed by what Jesus had to say this evening?
Well, I think the best word I can think of might be
You probably can't use that word. Any other words?
I was just thinking it's
It's it's the it's
Monty
guy.
Python.
Yeah,
It definitely that's the first thought I had, and then I thought Gandalf the confused.
Oh, by the way, Frank says perhaps I should do a choose your own adventure debunk video. Yeah, I reckon I might do it. That would be fun. That would be fun. Skip forward to 1 minute 33 in this video if you choose option B. I might do that. That would be different. Anyway, how are you, sir? Since last week.
I'm doing pretty good. Just had a little bit of lunch and just kind of sitting back, chilling.
Okay, cool. 1 second, because I just got a message from Colon. Yeah, give me a shout, Colon, when things are ready. Okay, thank you. Sorry, just chilling. You've not been working today. Have you got a weekend off then?
I've got a whole lot of time off. Actually, I can't work, so.
Oh, I see. Okay, I didn't realise, mate. Didn't realise.
Oh, no worries.
So, okay, you said you were chilling. So, what have you been doing while you're chilling?
Well, as you were talking earlier, I was just thinking of that game Operation.
Oh, yes, with the buzzing nose lighting up and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was thinking if you just sort of made an overlay that was like the azimuthal equidistant map, and then you had to like pick continents out,
Right.
Without making it sound.
Without making a sound.
Yeah.
Oh, Fliff's always squeal. I'm just jotting down an idea I've had, because this whiteboard is wonderful. I was so glad. It was only £30, great big whiteboard, and I make such use of it, and it helps really keep me organised. There, won't forget that then. Yeah, adventure, not adventure, Operation. Yeah, I remember that game. Playing it with
You'd even change. You could even change the sound effects so it goes no.
Oh yes, no. Oh, Mr. Andrat, thank you for coming. I'm glad you were in on a premiere. I'm sure I saw you there, and thank you for dropping into the live chat. You look after yourself. See you soon, pal. Sorry, philosopher. What were we just saying?
Oh no, that was it. I was just rambling.
Okay. Well, like I said, I've just had the 10-hour shift. They changed my work, so it's 6 on, 4 off, which is okay. But it gets a bit tiring when you've got the set of shifts, and I'm sort of just halfway through them.
Yeah, I've worked split shifts before, and those are a real pain. You know, they say, work 4 hours, then go for 2 hours, and come back for 4 more hours. It's like, but now you've wrecked 10 hours on my.
Yeah. Well, these ones, thankfully, aren't split shifts, but I mean, my shift today was 10 to 8, so you can't do anything before, and you can't do anything after, except live stream on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
It does sort of really get in the way, you know. Can't do any creating. I can't. Well, I suppose I could have watched a film, but that would be about it. Oh, by the way, I hope everyone saw Mrs. Sensible in the video the night before. What was that? What was the video?
I saw a hand.
Oh, that was in the Level Earth Observer. That's right. You saw a hand. So she's appeared as a hand. She has appeared from the rear in the Tides video when we had our little break in late January. But actually, a lot more of her did appear in a very early video of mine. I don't know if this is going to test. This is going to test all Mr. Sensible fans out there. Can you tell me which video Mrs. Sensible appears in? You hear her voice and you see her from the neck down with her arms folded. There. See if anyone can get that. We'll see who the real Mr. Sensible fans are, if any.
Trivia time.
Yes, absolutely. It was a fun video, actually. And I'm going to, while we're talking, I'm going to dig out the link for everyone to save and have a look at afterwards. Because at the time, it was quite an early video. At the time, it was one I was really proud of. And occasionally, I have a little glance at some of my earlier videos to see how things have changed. And it's quite amazing because it's well, obviously the lighting, the mic, how I behave on camera, how comfortable I am, and so on. And it's quite a shock how much it changed. So this is quite an early one. I'm trying to find it. I mean, I remember it. I can't remember what the icon was like for it though, which doesn't really help.
Was there a beach involved?
Sorry?
Was there a beach involved?
Oh, you cheeky little monkey, you. Yeah.
Okay, I remember.
Oh.
I remember that video.
Oh.
Yeah. She's almost scolding you, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I've got the video up and ready. I'm not going to play it now. The video is... Oh, it's only a 9.5-minute video, actually. But yeah, she does appear in it. Almost. And she has promised for a long time, right back when we were... I don't know how many subs I had then, but actually not a lot, thinking about it. Could not have been a lot. And she agreed, because she thought it would never happen, I think, she agreed that she would appear properly on camera for my 5K, thinking that was a ridiculous amount I'd never reach. Well, right now, what are we at? 4.04. I think she's getting worried.
She's getting, oh no, I have to show myself on YouTube now.
Oh, hold on. Right, I just see. I don't know if anyone else is having any issues with my mic. I've not adjusted it, but Conan's just let me know there might have been some problems. But now we have, thankfully, Global Mom, so let's bring her in. Hopefully that's enough warning for you, Global Mom. Let's bring you in and say, hello, Global Mom, how are you? No, she's gone away again. She's got some mic problems. Oh dear. I hope you get it sorted out, Mom. Yeah, that's a shame. Did you see my premiere last night, Philosopher?
Yeah, I did.
Did you hop on over to Global Mums afterwards?
I had to go to bed.
Oh,
I was feeling a little under the weather at the moment.
Did you hear that, Global Mum? When you come in here, you can give him a kicking because he didn't join your premiere last night. I did.
Well, I'm the one who got people from Creaky to come over here. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I've got a visitor. Let me just get this visitor. I'll leave you talking to yourself for a moment, Philosopher. 1 second.
That guy definitely did look like the guy from Monty Python.
I'm back again with the Arnold. He had to come in. He scrabbled at the window. So you're still alive then, Philosopher?
Oh yes, so far.
Good. Oh, the mix a little low. Again, I've not adjusted anything with it. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Unless something's got knocked. I'll just turn it up a bit. Yeah, I can see it's a bit lower than sometimes. Hopefully that's better. Please tell me if the mic has improved now or if it's too loud. Yeah, Arnold. He's sat on my desk now.
He's just going to chill out.
He's a good lad. He does like my company. When he was a kitten, at that time I wasn't working. I was a stay-at-home dad, and I did quite a lot in my little office I had in the house. And we actually had 7 kittens there, and all 7 of them would sit on my lap. And when the others went, we kept Arnold. And so since he's known me sort of every day since day one, because he was actually stillborn, and the vet got him breathing, and he had a little oxygen mask, and then I had to drip feed him through the night and keep him at my... Thank you, Mr. Victory. Keep him at my T-shirt through the night to keep him warm enough. So basically he treats me as though I'm his mum, and he follows me around like a dog. If he's in the living room and I go out to come down here to the garden office, he will get up, follow me all the way down the garden and come in and then just sit here with me. And when I've finished, I say, come on, Arnold, time to go. And he'll get up and come up. But then he likes to be carried back. He's a lazy so-and-so. Right.
Yeah. I had 4 cats. 3 of them I raised from birth because, well, actually I started out with 1 cat. And then suddenly that cat got fatter. And then I found out it wasn't getting fatter. It was getting more pregnant.
Yeah.
But no, I had 3 adorable kitties and all mixed. But like one of them was a miniature tuxedo. And
Yes.
she was always screaming for attention. But you go near her and then she's like, "Oh my God, don't touch me."
Right, actually, sorry, I'm just going to interrupt a second. Global Mom's got her mic sort of working, but it's a concern that if we move her from the waiting room to here, there might be an issue. So we're going to try hopping over to the waiting room and see if we can run it from there, okay? So I'm going to drag you over to the waiting room and hop in there, all right?
Sure.
Okay, 1 second, and hopefully everyone, we don't lose all the sound. Hello, Global Mom.
Hello.
Hello.
You're live.
Hello.
So what you been doing then? You've broken your equipment?
Well, it's just my husband called, so it threw everything out of whack on my phone. It's on my phone.
Oh dear, that's
On my
terrible.
Bluetooth on my phone. I told him, don't call, I'm going to do something. I was like, okay.
So how are you?
I am good.
Didn't your
I'm great.
your premiere went well last night, didn't it? And I really honestly
It did
enjoyed
very
that.
well.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Colin and I were talking, and not really anybody does those retrospectives, so I think I'm going to do this again next year. And
I thought that was a nice
it'll be quite
idea.
fun.
And we're just
Yeah.
just been talking about an early video of mine, of course, and it made me think, I wonder if I should show a couple of bits of early ones. Maybe I'll do a
Yeah.
montage sometime of a few of the early bits, because I've got some that, even though, I mean, I'm not saying I'm professional at this now, but even though my level of professionalism back then was way, way lower, I still am proud of them, you know?
Yeah, exactly. They're our babies, you know?
Yeah, they are. Oh, and Kiri Max in chat just saying, yay, Global
Yeah, I
Mom.
see premiere yesterday,
Yeah. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, and thank you for your help, because I got like 2 more this stream, so 2 more subs this stream, so it's progressing, so.
Good. And you went over the 400 subs last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm about 40, it should be 408 now, I think.
Good, so it's picking up nicely there.
Picking up nicely. Yeah, there was a time where I was kind of like stalling, and it wasn't 409, okay. It was like stalling, and I wasn't moving, you know? Plateaus after a while.
It does happen. It really does. I can't remember the points where it happened to me, but it's happened again around 4,000, just a bit below, and now just over. It's going really slow right now. But then some of it's down to YouTube pushing you, but then it's also when you get a break, someone mentions you, and if it's at a time when YouTube decides to push you as well, you can fly for a while. Yeah.
I'm okay with getting it when I get it. It's not like a priority of mine, but when I get it, it's like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. It is nice.
It's very nice.
But yeah,
So I'm not gonna do a 400 sub special.
Okay, good. Well, you'll have to let us all know when you're doing that. That'd be good.
Yeah, I gotta work on it still, but I'm working on a few other things at this point as well. So whenever I get to it.
And I see we've got another one in here, Mr. Dark Knight Apologetics. Hello to you.
Hello. Yep.
If your mic comes on.
He's still muted.
He is. Oh, hello, Dark.
Hello.
Yep.
How are you?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you indeed, yes.
Hi, Dark.
Hey, Global Mom.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Glad.
Wow,
We're all doing good. Woohoo!
So who else we got? Sorry, go on, carry on.
Oh no, I'm saying, is there a little Valium in the air or something? Seems like everybody's tired.
We're all kind of. I'm not feeling too hot today, but I'm here.
January, January.
Yeah.
Except it's February, isn't it?
No, you're right. Oh, we're not on JM time,
my
are we?
God.
No,
I'm not even sure which
February.
bloody year it is. I actually wrote 2019 again today.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm going to
That
give a
happens.
shout out to someone. Mr. Stephen Smith says, finally make it to a Mr. S live stream. How you doing? I'm doing fine, Stephen. Glad you made it. You're very, very welcome. And I had a few people pop in after the Creaky Blinder song I did. Creaky had said, go over and see Mr. Sensible, say that Creaky sent you. And a few people have said that. If any of you are in here, big welcome to you to the channel. I hope you enjoy my stuff. And glad that you've come over from Creaky. At least when you're here, you can understand what I'm saying, because I do not have an accent, unlike Mr. the Blinder. Oh, that was a...
At least we're not running on Martian time.
Martian time. Well, you should ask Level Earth Observe about that. I don't think he thinks Mars is even real.
Well, we could be running on a JM Truth year.
Yep.
That's what.
There it is for him.
Yeah, where is it? John Rapp saying about the peaking roboting. I've turned that down a bit. I think Philosopher does as well at times. Yeah, Philosopher, it's funny. You seem nice and clear, and then every now and then you get this strange sort of metallic-y echo thing. It's not very often, just every now and then.
Yeah, that'll usually happen when like a couple packets get dropped, so the sound quality will drop dramatically, and it sort of tries to smooth it over.
Yeah. Well, most of the time it's perfectly clear. Eldon, exactly. What accent? I don't have an accent, unlike Mr. Blinder. I mean, I'm a subscriber of Creaky, and I've watched a lot of his videos, and I've even met the guy. Me, Mrs. Sensible, Creaky, and Mrs. Creaky all went out for a nice meal. And at the end of it, I said to Mrs. Sensible, did you understand a bloody word he said? And I don't even think Mrs. Blinder did. Oh, Timo. Timo says I'm being mean. He doesn't have an accent. It's a speech impediment.
Yeah, don't be mean. Don't be mean or anything. You know?
Joseph, I'm glad you enjoyed that song. The singing was quite appalling, but it was fun doing that. And
But it was a fun song. I liked it.
thank you, Mum. Well, I really, really like the guy. I love his videos. And as I said, I met him, and he's really nice in real life. And 20,000, I thought that's pretty damn special. So, yeah, I decided to do that for him. Although I think I noted today he's on about 21.5. He is rocketing along.
Yeah, he's really rocking.
He'll soon be in orbit. Of course, rockets don't work in orbit, do they? Can't work in vacuum.
He's going to hit the firmament anytime.
Sorry. Tusk has just said that Creaky talks with a limp.
With a limp?
Sorry, what's a limp?
Did you say a limp or a lisp?
A limp. L-I-M for mother.
Limp.
P.
L-I-M-P. Yes. I thought that's what I heard.
Yeah.
I had to put my headphones in. They just had to fall out.
So, both Timo and Tusk, once Creaky hears about this, I guess you're going to be in big trouble. He'll hit you with one of his little flat hats, I think. Oh.
I keep getting on him about Creaky Unplugged every now and then. He's like, really?
Yeah, well, his interview
if y'all remember.
Super chat. His interview thing's
Excellent.
His interview thing's doing very well, isn't it? His weekly.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Although the best one I
His
think
little
was.
Creaky Cast.
That's right. The best one that I've seen so far was the second one. Did you catch that one? It was the one.
Who
It was
was
the
it?
one with me.
Oh, with you. Yeah.
I had a feeling that was the one you were talking about.
You're not biased though.
No. Well, I mean, he didn't want to put me in first because that could be a bit embarrassing. So he got me in there first chance he could, number 2. Yeah. And then he's sort of gone downhill. I think he's had Conspiracy Cats on, was one of the latest. But there we go. Because Cats needs the subs, of course.
Of course.
And I've had a super chat from Mr. Victory. From me and Little Miss Victory with love from Dallas, Texas. $5 US. Mr. V.
Hello to Miss Victory.
Yeah, big thank you.
She's so.
Massive thanks. And if you're watching, Riley, hello to you. And a big no. I love Little Miss Victory.
I've seen a few of Creaky's podcast things.
And what do you think then, Dark?
I like him.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. Have you watched much of his ordinary stuff rather than his casts?
Yes, I have. He makes good videos.
Doesn't he just? He really does. It's very gentle. There's no nastiness. And I mean, I try not to have any nastiness in there as well. Yeah, I think he's a smashing bloke and he deserves every single sub. Definitely.
His newest thing is that CGI.
Yeah, well, that was mentioned last night on my premiere, and then because they were asking if there'd be any CGI in the Jesus video, and I said no, but there might be some cheese eye. I
saw that. That was awesome.
CGI.
I might have to bounce that back to Creaky.
I loved it though.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't even think about that when you did. I'm like, but that.
It's CGI. Cheese gone insane.
Yes, well, that was a message from Jesus. I've been asked who's in chat. Well, currently, and speaking so far, I've got Mr. Dark Knight Apologetics, the wonderful Glober Mom, Philosopher of Nonsense, and someone else has just hopped in, PG. Hello, PG.
Hello. I wrote you a few minutes ago. I'm from Denmark.
Are you the? Sorry, the one who sent the email.
I was the one who was pressing you for that email. So,
yeah,
sorry about that.
No worries. Because not be funny. You don't know if it got through or whatever. Because I hadn't even replied. I do apologise. Like I said, I've been at work during the daytime. But I have got the email. I have got the link. And yes, and of course you're matching the initials of the name on that email. So yeah. So I've got it in front of me. I do have it in front of me.
Yeah. All I wanted to say is that I just love doing 3D graphics, and maybe you could use some of my skills in any way. You just gotta mention it, and I'll.
Wow, no, that sounds absolutely wonderful. I mean, what might be interesting, and I would like to hook up with you. I'll tell you what, I'll just send you a message just saying hello. Oh.
Yeah.
Right, so I just dropped you a message just saying hello. So we can, at some point, if you can direct message me and we can talk about it, because I've had a thought of something I might like to do. Perhaps you could hook up and chat about that. That'd be great.
That would be great. Sometimes I wondered if you had some kind of secret society.
Excellent.
I mean, how do you get into this debunking world? Because I've done a little debunking myself, but I don't get the views and like the how do you excuse me? I'm from Denmark, so I'm
That's
trying
okay.
to think.
That's okay. You're doing fine. Yeah.
But how do you get the publicity?
Well,
because I feel the same way. I really want to get into this because sometimes you get so enraged when you see all this nonsense going on.
Yes, yeah, it does. I mean, I've had a couple of videos that actually made me angry. I think one was a Nathan Thompson one, and I'm sure it's Thompson rather than Roberts, and he'd done a children's book, absolutely about the flat Earth, and it then showed this rather silly mum with a little girl who looked about 8 years old saying thank you for writing this flat Earth book, and I thought you are drumming dumb into your child.
Yeah.
I believe that was Nathan Roberts, I think.
Okay, I get mud. I've even had a video out and its caption had the wrong flipping name on it.
Yeah, it gets confusing. It gets confusing
And
if you're talking on the website.
The latest video of what was that? I think it was Jeranism who posted a video where you had this guy talking to an old woman who was 102 years old.
Yeah, Jeranism had actually mirrored that from. Oh gosh, what?
DITRH did that.
Yes.
Okay, that was a mirror.
Yeah, but I've done a debunk, if you can call it, but I've done an angry debunk on that, PG. I don't know if you saw that.
All those Nathans are confusing.
They certainly are. They certainly are.
Yeah, I saw that. But that kind of video was really sickening. Because,
wasn't it just? And do you know
really
what?
Felt.
I think just about every comment to that video were people saying how disgusted they were, and even people saying things like, I'm not a violent person, but I would like to do something to him, which obviously we would not condone in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, it was absolutely despicable. Absolutely despicable. And sorry, Warren Jones in chat asked if I've got any merch out yet. No, I haven't. It is something I'll look at doing at some point. But I did look at it earlier on, and I do have a Teespring store, but nothing in it yet. So it's not active. There's no point in having a look yet. But at some point, perhaps when I've got some leave coming up, and I do have some coming up end of March. So maybe end of March is merch month, maybe, and I'll see if I can get some created. Yeah. So PG, let's hook up. I would be interested in discussing the graphic side of thing with you. With regard to doing debunking, no, there's no secret society. So, have you got a channel currently?
I have my own channel, and I'm not even hiding myself under some different name. It's just me.
Yeah. Well, if you want to drop your, because this is how you do it. You get yourself seen. You get interacting with people. And now you're on live chat, so everyone here, and we got 66 watching right now, will have heard of you, okay? And some of those will look at your stuff and obviously not like it. Others will like it, some will absolutely love it, and some will spread the word to others. And it's just keep on keeping on, creating videos. One big tip I was told, excuse me, right at the start, was getting a Discord server, which is what you're sitting in right now. I don't know if you've got a Discord server.
I don't have one myself, and I'm not really. I don't know anything about servers and stuff.
It's not a physical. You go to the Discord website and you basically set one up. It's basically a forum in your name, and if you're interested in doing that, there'll be plenty of people who can help you. There'll be people on my channel. A lot of them are people who, help me out big time, because I'd never even heard of Discord before I created it.
And I only have this profile because I was once working with somebody else doing graphic work. So, but I really don't know a lot about it. So, yeah.
Well, I would recommend it. Get a Discord set up, because then you can start inviting people to your Discord, and when you post videos, they'll see it. Just roughly, how many videos do you have, do you think?
I might have 3 or 4 videos.
Okay, so you've got some to start with.
I mean, about, debunking stuff.
Yes. Oh, Seek Truth, Speak Truth. I just want to say a big hello to you. We still got to hook up to... Oh, no, we did have a date sorted out, didn't we? We jotted down the 7th of March, didn't we? I've got it on my big whiteboard. But that was too far off for me to be thinking about too greatly right now. Just in case you didn't know, PG, and I guess for anyone else, Seek Truth, Speak Truth was a flat earther. And after, I think, 1 or maybe 2 debunk videos from Conspiracy Cats, Seek Truth was obviously open-minded enough to be questioning things, and Cats did some work, and I don't know all the details. They chatted back and forth, and Seek Truth, Speak Truth now has rejected the flat Earth and is a globie, and
he broke the barrier.
Absolutely. And he's been on a number of channels, haven't you, Seek, talking about it. And he's going to come on this channel. We're going to have a live stream, me and Seek Truth chatting about this sort of thing. And as I said, that will be we had penciled in the 7th of March. Nothing firmer than that. So I'm looking forward to that. So welcome to the side chat. But if you want to come on and chat now, then you're more than welcome to, okay? If you do, just jump into the Discord, and if you have a look at the voice channels, you'll see where we're all sat, okay? Just a mic and headphones, that's all you need.
So sensible.
Sorry, who was that? PG?
Yeah. I just, you mentioned March, and Equinox is, an upcoming event.
It is
Maybe
indeed.
we could, I just enjoy myself every time it's coming up because, in my belief, it's the best proof that you can get, because everyone on Earth can examine this, and measure it, and observe.
Yeah, certainly can. Most of my stuff, I'll be honest, my stuff is more light-hearted. The closest thing I've come to experiments is the Sleeping Warrior cheese debunk, which was silly and fun.
Yes, that was silly.
I've seen some of Seek Truth, Speak Truth videos. I actually like his videos now.
Wait, I mean, is Seek Truth making globe videos now? Or do you mean
Yes,
you liked...
Actually, he's making globe videos now.
Good. Well, I apologise, Seek, but I've not seen them yet. I must check those out. Okay, yeah, Seek Truth says he'll come on chat just on a live stream. We'll save it for then. Absolutely fine, I understand. And I'm really looking forward to it, mate. And I hope you're doing well. Hello, Chrisma.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, y'all.
How's it going?
I had to pause your live stream to watch the Jesus video because I didn't see it earlier.
And are you blessed now?
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Did you understand?
I liked the Jesus video. It was funny.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Dark.
I don't know salad dressing though.
His manner of speaking is just so perplexing. It's like
purple Xing. Purple Xing.
Yeah, purple Xing.
It was odd, wasn't it?
It's an atrocity. I can't.
Gibberish.
Yeah.
I want a little of what he was having, actually.
I don't know. I don't know if I want what he was having. I mean, that stuff might be a little bit too strong for me.
Yeah, on second thought.
I'm just dropping a link in the chat, Frank. Oh, press the wrong button then. Dropping a link in the chat for Frank. It is the Discord link. Now, that Discord link does appear on the scroller at the bottom after all the patrons, and it's always in my description of my videos, but there it is there. So, yeah, if you've got a video link, come into there and drop it into... Where are we? I can't see the name of the video now. I've got so many windows open. Debunk suggestions. Debunk suggestions. What was that?
You moved yourself.
I did. Yeah. Shush! You're blowing my professionalism. At least I had the sound switched on both times. I haven't got that wrong today. There's always going to be something. What'd
you do? I turned the screen off. No, you turned off the whole movie. Oh my God! Turn it back on.
Oh, there was a time I tried to. I actually played a video during my live stream, and I was chatting through it. That was all fine, except, of course, I didn't have my mic set up on that scene. Didn't have a problem. Didn't have that, so it was a bit of a problem. Yeah, just as an aside or as a reminder, after this stream, in 1 hour's time, the Shills are going live. and I forgot the guy's name again. There's a guest I'd never heard of. It's not
Dutch heretic.
Sorry, what heretic?
Dutch heretic.
Dutch heretic. That's right.
Dutch
Yeah, he's not quite a
This was my
cat.
second.
He's not quite as big a catch for the Shill show as Jesus was for me, but I'm sure it'll be good. Sure, it'll be good stuff. And actually, PG, that's a show that would be good to get on sometime. I would go and watch the Shills, start getting yourself known in the chat, and yeah, when that was it was the first show I went on, and a really really nice bunch of people there, and it gives you a chance to get in front of an audience like tonight and chatting, and people will start to hear about you. Oh,
Right.
Yeah, I enjoyed
It's
the
fun
show
doing it.
too. I've actually been on a few of the poker streams.
Can I ask a really stupid question?
go on then.
Already did.
Another one.
I just want to leave the chat because I'm going to bed. How do I get out of this chat?
Oh no, you're stuck in here forever. Right. Okay. Right. At the bottom of the screen, you see this the picture of me, or the picture of you and your mic, headphones, and user setting cog. Yeah. Above that is voice connected, and there's a screen and a handset with an X by it. You got it. So you just click that to disconnect. So I'll say good night if you want to run, and yeah, give us a shout on Discord, and we'll catch up and chat about chat graphics and some other things. Okay, about getting your channel going a bit. Okay.
Sure thing. Thank you very much for tonight.
You're very welcome. Take care. See you again. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Now let's see if he actually can.
Bye.
Let's see if he actually can get out. I know.
Bye.
Oh yeah, he did it.
Oh, he's gone.
He's
Oh,
gone.
darn, he escaped.
He
The
did.
Monster Reflections coming.
Oh, what was that? Is that someone just
And
come back
he
in?
left.
Edwulf Sledgeferter. Hello to you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
No.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Had you tried? I just wondered because I saw you in the arena with Colon. Was there a limit on this room? You couldn't get in, or?
No, sir, I was having a few mic issues.
Oh dear. Okay. You should talk to Glober Mom about that.
Yeah, I have my problems.
Hello, Edward.
Oh, I've missed a super chat, and I mustn't do that, from Mr. John Rapp, who super chatted $2 Australian. Said, I thought Jesus was as clear as dumb. Mud.
Yes.
Thanks for that, John. And I think you're absolutely correct in that. Or is it correct? I'm not sure.
Correct.
Correct.
I never understood his insistence on saying words differently.
Well, apparently it's all encoded in the words. That's what he said.
And he's
Like
going to
Quest
be in real
I-
trouble when he starts looking at language.
Languish.
Exactly.
It was languish.
Like, I have a
Languish
quest
and Ray
I-
and her.
on.
Sorry, Chrisma?
It's like how he said, I have a quest
Oh,
eye on.
Absolutely. I mean, that was weird, wasn't it?
Wait, what?
When he was describing the church, he said that's the chancel. Will you take a chance on L? That was really feeble.
Oh no.
Quest on L?
Edwards.
My head hurt after he said the entrance was the vagina. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. Where did that come from? Where did that come
Well,
Maybe-
what got me
maybe-
was when he said knowledge, which is no ledge, which means you're not going to fall
from?
off.
Yes. I see.
Maybe
Yes.
I see you've been
Maybe-
paying close attention to what Jesus was telling us, philosopher.
maybe
Don't forget the trivia question too.
I was thinking the vagina thing comes from the Da Vinci Code, which suggests that the Holy Grail is
Yes.
Mary's vagina.
Yes, and
So
all the
that-
business of the upside down pyramid and all that. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I mean,
It could be.
It's better than nothing that he gave us. They just outwardly asserting that the entrance of the church is a giant vagina.
I know. And what about that thing, the pews? Pew, because it stinks.
Because it stinks.
Oh, I felt that Jesus was reaching a bit there.
Was reeking? He was reeking?
Yeah, actually, it made me want to reach a bit as well.
Made me want to reach for the alcohol. What you talking about?
So how's your week been then, Christmas?
It's been pretty uneventful, actually.
Yeah.
I got a stream in the other night, and then my computer decided to just crap out on me during another stream.
Oh no! Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine now. I did a restart, and it had like 20 different updates. So yeah.
Oh, so are you running Windows 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, auto updates. I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah.
But I'm still on the glorious, wonderful Windows 7 Ultimate Edition, and it's absolutely, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, what I can't understand from Windows 8 onwards, they made everything flat and two-dimensional. I know why. It's to make it all go faster, so they can run it on cheaper, shoddier kit. That's not saying all kit is shoddy, but it will run on the cheapest stuff. And I think
Windows 10.
It's just
Windows
not
10
pretty.
is more Windows 10 is more optimized for like you said, for cheaper computers.
Yeah.
And I think they did a good job at doing that because it uses a lot less RAM.
Yeah.
And it's actually a bit more stable than 7, but in certain aspects
7?
it isn't.
I've never had any problems with 7. It's
7's pretty stable, but Windows 10 is just a bit more stable. Besides, they're starting to get rid of 7 altogether. So I mean,
well, they've gotten rid of the support for it, haven't they? Now,
they sent an email out about getting rid of the support for 7.
Yeah, I think we passed that date now, but it doesn't mean that it won't work. It just means they're not providing patches and support.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, because there's still people using XP, of course. And
God's help you for using XP.
I loved XP. I loved XP.
So what do you think? What do you think of 7 then, Philosopher?
I'm kind of I actually have Windows 10, and I would actually say I kind of prefer it, even though if you have the slightest update that you have to do, which is exactly what Christopher had, but all of a sudden everything stops working until you do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was playing the game, and then suddenly,
that's not acceptable.
Everything crashed.
See, for me, that is absolutely not acceptable. I mean, fine if it does the download and then badgers you when you start your machine or close your machine. Do you want to install this download, or you really must install this download, or you're closing down, so I will install this download. But to actually interrupt you mid whatever, because there will be businesses that are running mission critical software, and and Windows 10 I think 8 actually onwards by default will just install it. Although I do think that businesses got some way to delay an update by some time if required.
I have all my my updates set to download while I'm asleep.
Yeah. Set them for a specific time might help.
Yeah. Windows 10 professional business operates differently than home.
Yeah.
It will not muck up the whole thing whenever you have mission critical stuff. But the home version is set to basically fail as soon as you need an update rather.
Yeah, I couldn't live with that because I originally was an IT background and I like to have total control of my machine. My daughter has literally just bought, I think 2-3 days ago, a basic laptop, and we didn't know, and it comes with Windows Mode S. Have you heard of that? Windows 10 Mode S.
No, I've not heard of that.
Right,
at least 10 is better than 8. 8 was
that was embarrassing, yeah. But with Mode S, it's like a restricted mode, and I think that the Windows Windows RT machine or whatever, you can only install software from Microsoft Store or whatever it's called. I don't know because I don't use it. You can only, like with Apple, you can only install stuff from the Apple Store or whatever. It's a similar thing. So basically, they're limiting what you can install, which I would find a pain in the butt. But for someone who's non-IT, it means that they can't put on stuff that's dodgy. So I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you can turn the whole S mode thing off, though. You can switch out of it.
You can switch it off, but then you can't switch it back on again. Once you switched it off, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I'd never heard of it, but when we saw that it had it and she couldn't install something that I was trying to get her to install, which was a specific antivirus thing that I use, we had to look at, well, why won't it install, and found out why. There we go.
I just use AVG. It's plain, simple, free.
Norton. Actually,
is AVG
antivirus guard. Yes, sorry, I was thinking it's
use Norton.
Yeah, but the one you don't want to use. Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to diss. This is a quick software review. I always found that any machines that came with McAfee ran like absolute dogs for some reason.
Oh God, no! I hate McAfee.
I tried McAfee for a little while. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, my father-in-law bought a couple of cheap laptops in the past, and they either had it installed or gave you a link to install it, and he installed it in his machine. It would trudge along like a dog with no legs.
It came pre-installed on mine, and I instantly uninstalled it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, make sure you actually use the removal tool, or there's elements of it still.
Oh, I use Advanced System Care's uninstall, which uninstalls everything down to the registry and everything.
Well,
there's not a trace of it. There's not a trace of it left.
If you just look for McAfee removal tool, it wouldn't hurt to run it. If the files aren't there, you do nothing. But that way, you just absolutely make sure that it hasn't diverted something or run a separate installer. And watch out for that bundleware too.
Yes, definitely. And that's despicable. I realised, and I do apologise, but I accidentally closed the chat window. Didn't notice. There's a couple of things mentioned in there. It's Frank saying, as a programmer, I had to test Windows 10 as it once lost 3 weeks of code because the file was open and it got corrupted when an update went off when he was in mid-project. Yeah, that's scary. 274727 recommends F-Secure. The antivirus I've used is Sophos. And originally that was basically business use only, and it cost an absolute fortune. But I was friends with somebody who worked for Sophos, so all Sophos staff got a free copy of this business quality stuff to protect from any staff member accidentally getting infected and infecting the antivirus company. Plus, they could give it.
Can I change the topic away from computers?
Yeah, but in a minute. It was a mid-sentence, mate. But they also got copies to give to their friends, so it's another line of defence. So I, as his friend, couldn't transport a virus to him and from him to the company. And at the time when I had it, it was about £1,200 worth of antivirus software. It was the dog's doodahs. But now they do a free home version, which I've been using for a few years, and that's excellent. It's absolutely excellent.
AVG is, I've always loved AVG because it's very non-intrusive. It's very, RAM friendly, resource friendly, and it operates pretty well for what I need it for, which is just a virus and malware scanner.
Yeah, I've never. I use Malwarebytes for the malware.
Yep, I use Malwarebytes as well.
Yeah. So for me, those are the two. Right, I'm just having a quick look.
Just stay away from Mac. Fee.
Oh, McAfee.
Because that's exactly what they want. That's exactly what they want. Is the fee.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's something I would never have on a machine. Never had on a machine. And actually, so I just saw someone mention something about artwork. What I will do, I don't know if he's still here actually. I'm just changing over to the background art. For those who don't know, this, along with some of the others, has been created by Mr. Victory, who was in the chat. Oh, you're still in the chat, I think, Mr. V. This one is called, and I wrote it down, Sympathy of Earth. This is one I've shown before, but because of the rush was in tonight, I didn't have time to do to render another one. And that topic, you guys decide, ignore that. But yeah, so this is Mr. Victory's artwork. You can contact him, mrvictory77@outlook.com, either to, to discuss in what forms you can get this art. I think it's on sort of clothing, I don't know about prints and whatever, or just to tell him what you think of it. I'm sure he'll appreciate comments. Mr. Victory there. Thanks, Mr. V. Go on then, Dark. You wanted to change the topic. What do you want to talk about?
The last time I was on here, I was talking about that Mars video that I was working on.
Please remind. Well, I don't recall, and I guess some others won't have seen it. So, what was that? Tell us a bit about it.
It was a calendar video for a calendar proposal for Mars.
I remember. Yes, for first colonists.
I have uploaded the video to my channel, but it hasn't gotten very many views.
Oh dear. Right. If you
we'll have to change that.
Yeah, we will. Do you want to drop the link? Drop the link so people can have a look at that.
Yeah, I can drop the link.
Okay.
There's the link now.
Yep, it's come through. I can see it. So, people, have a look at Dark Knight's video. As he said, it's about. It was a calendar for what, the first Mars colonists, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, it was a calendar for the first Mars colonists.
And this is a calendar drawn up by Dark, not a NASA thing. Yeah.
I made the calendar up 22 months.
Oh, okay.
So it's a rather long video because it's real time.
No, it's only a 19-minute video. It's not that long.
Okay, well, just before we go again, at the end, if you drop it in again at the end, and we'll give it a shout out as well, okay? Actually, I'm going to right now click. Oh no, I've just loaded it in my chat. Oh, that screwed up my chat window, and I just heard you say hello. I need to try that again.
Professionalism.
Shh.
Professional.
I've got it now. Presenting my Martian calendar. I have it. And I'll have a look at that later, Dark. Thank you.
Okay. That sounds good.
Cool.
I'll watch it. I will watch that later too. Pause that before it starts.
Yeah, I've got it tabbed already.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
I've got it tattooed.
And as Global Mom's just posted, the Silly Shill show with Dutch Heretic. There's the link. That will be on in about 40 minutes, just over 40 minutes. And that's the sort of time when we'll wind up. And if you haven't checked out the Shill show, I highly recommend it. I don't know which of the Shills are on there tonight. Do you happen to know?
Yeah, I have no. I
So-
don't.
Sorry, I spoke over you, Mum.
I'm sorry. I don't know who's on there. I won't know. I'm on.
Okay.
And I just linked Dark Knight Apologetics video to if you didn't mind that to your chat.
Yeah. Well, he dropped it in the chat as well, but that's
Okay, I
okay.
didn't-
That's okay. Well, double shout for you, Dark.
Yeah, man.
Why not?
Helping out.
It's a Department of Redundancy
back.
department.
I like it. Wise guy.
I gotta read this.
I
chat
just
from
had
Audie
to
German
mess
for
with
its-
my dog.
I'm sorry, you had to do what to your dog?
I had to. He wanted up on my bed, so I had to lift him up. There's no step on my bed.
Sorry.
And I subscribed.
Oh, Trevor Heath, what is the Shill Show? The Shill Show is a group of debunkers, and the language sometimes can get a little fruity because certainly one of them is Jut Monk the Drunk Monkey.
Yep, Mom.
And they will often play a video and debunk it live, rip it to shreds, laugh at it, and just generally have a good, fun time. Really nice bunch of people. Of course, you may not like it. It may not be to your taste, but I would thoroughly recommend checking them out. Give them a try, okay? I don't think there's many people who wouldn't enjoy the Shill Show. And they usually have a guest. I've been on there before. Conspiracy Cats has been on there a couple times actually. It was Schrodinger's cat last night, and this Dutch. Sorry, what was it again? Dutch. Why can't I remember his name? What was his name, Mum? Oh, she's off mic again.
I'm sorry. My daughter walked in, talking to me. What was
That's
his name?
okay. Yeah, I can't. Oh, Dutch Heretic. That was it.
Dutch Heretic. That's who's on.
Yes.
Shill.
And Ugly German Truth. It's not debunkers, debaters, and researchers. Get out. Hey, Phuket Word started popping up again, hasn't he?
Yes,
Good-
he
Yeah,
has.
Gigantor.
Yeah, because he said he was going to stop making Flat Earth videos.
No.
Well, you know,
I wish he
they
would
say-
stop making flat Earth videos.
Yeah.
Quitters never win, though.
That's
Hey,
right.
hey,
And winners never quit. Winners never quit.
a big
Never
hello
quit.
to Blue Marble Science. Good evening, Blue. If
Oh,
you would
Blue.
like, would you like to jump into the chat? It'd be great to talk to you. If you want to, that's fine. If you don't, if you do, the link to my Discord is under the video, and if you jump in there, just come into the live waiting room. That you should be able to jump straight in there. Either way, good evening to you. And you're right, there is a deceased dead swan, isn't there? A deceased dead swan? It's that Department of Redundancy department again, philosopher.
Yes, that is actually.
I do like that, actually.
I have to
That's
laugh at
even
that. The way,
too, not
the way
kidding.
the FBs jumped all over that one photo, which you could tell is very, very a lot of refraction by the way that one.
Yeah,
Very
they can
good.
never prove their point without flawed
No,
photos.
no,
And
They
of course,
always use one flawed photo.
and of course, if
exactly. And
we
they
show them
ignore
a
the
photo,
rest that were
if we show them a photo of something, the Earth, the Moon, whatever it is, oh no, CGI, CGI.
I love that
Gee.
CGI excuse.
Yeah, but then when they
I
want to
think
show
it's
you a
CGI.
picture of the Earth, it's always a cartoon.
Yeah, you can't trust photos. That's a fisheye barrel lens, fisheye bullshit barrel lens, something like
Yeah,
that.
you can't trust photos, and here's our photos that you can trust.
Absolutely,
Exactly. Oh, NASA lies, but NASA said this.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That cherry picking is always lovely, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
it's the
it
start
is
of the
lovely.
season. Definitely the start of the cherry picking season.
The start of the cherry picking season. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Pip,
Still, my
Pip.
ultimate.
Sorry,
hello,
Pip. I'm going to have to jump in there. Pip, what do you mean not talking to you? I hadn't noticed you. How long have you been in there? I do apologise.
I think she just came in like a minute or two ago.
Oh, right. So she's in there for a second, and because I didn't instantly drop everything, talk over my
Yep.
honoured guests and say hello. I'm the bad boy now, am I, Pip? Of course I'm talking to you.
Hey,
Say
Pip.
hi to you, Pip.
Blue, you're very welcome. That's cool. I understand. We all have real lives. Hopefully we can catch you on here on the stream in chat some other time, and look forward to it. Okay, enjoy your chores.
Can I just say that I have really enjoyed Pip's reading of those children's books that she's doing?
Oh, yes, yes.
I
I've
loved.
seen those on.
Yeah, the one I saw first was the one Just Eat It or whatever it's called, something like that. That was so brilliant. And what I think was brilliant is your accent works so well with it. Pip, you've got a spanner, so please feel free to drop a link to your channel in the chat. Okay, please feel free to do that. And it's Pippanori, where Pip reads children's storybooks with a difference. Let's say if you've not checked one of those out yet, it's worth a check. Very funny.
What was the most recent one? It was about the pink pussy cat.
Oh, Hads, what chores? Mine's a pint, thank you.
Oh, I was going to say earlier. You remember that oil rig where the burner tower is all distorted? You know, and we were just talking.
Yeah, the Black Swan.
Yeah, I
the
think
Black
that was
Swan,
paint-
that's stupid.
Yeah, I think that tower might have been painted black, so and it kind of did gooseneck in the refraction there. So,
Looked a bit swannish.
Yeah, so maybe that's where they got it from. Yeah, that's
Could
it.
be.
I'm just gonna tell myself that, and not believe anyone else.
Right, so I don't know if we've... Oh, 9 o'clock Heroes coming. I'm sure some of these have been in a little while. I do apologise. Ugly German Truths. Kristen Frost Laser Beams. Hello to you. Dora and Koo. What accent? I know. I don't have an accent. Rennie Me. Hello to you. Valveman12. I've seen you around before, sir. Bill Boomer. New name on me. Will we really be back walking on the moon by 2024? I don't know. But I certainly hope so. What do you guys think?
I hope so.
I think so. I think we will. I think we will.
I really hope we are.
Yeah. I mean, it's not far
maybe
off,
not
is it?
2024.
No.
But certainly within the next decade.
I was 4 when they did it the first time, and I don't remember it. So at least this time I'll be old enough to remember it.
I was -10. I was -10
You
the
were
first time.
-10?
So.
To the 17.
Yeah.
-10 to the 17.
-10 to the
That's a
17.
negative
Around the
number.
first landing either.
Oh, Trevor, you... Excuse me, want a link to the Jesus video. It's... Oh, I'm sure we can get that for you.
Well, see, to me, the world didn't even exist before I was born. So I don't know what you're talking about. 1969 happening. It never happened. It doesn't happen until I was born.
When you were born, there was a great reset, and that was, So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All I remember was it was really dark for the first 9 months, and I was upside down for some reason.
And you were in water too, huh?
Sorry, someone was... Oh, yes, thank you, Mr. Victory. Yeah. There's the link to the Jesus show. You'll enjoy a message direct to you from Jesus. And I asked a question earlier on, if anyone could remember, aside from Philosopher of Nonsense, which one of my videos had Mrs. Sensible's voice and a view of Mrs. Sensible from, I think, just below her neck downwards.
I remember that video.
Do you?
I remember that. I remember
Yes.
it. I don't remember
that video.
I don't remember
I
the
don't
name.
know what it was.
I don't remember what it was. I remember that happening.
You're out and about on a beach somewhere.
It was on a beach, and here's the link. It was my Flat Earth expedition when I ran comparisons between flat and globe Earth when I was at the beach, and to see if I could prove it one way or the other. So there's a link to it. That was a fun video.
She said something like, she said something like, "Put that camera down," or something mean to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she kicked me a few times, I think.
Did she kick you?
Sorry. Yeah.
Weren't you on vacation sort of at the time?
It was just a day trip. We just decided to go down there for the day. And I said, well, if we're going down there for the day, we're going to the coast. There's a horizon at the coast. Let's do some flat earth stuff. And I mean, I think the filming took up maybe about 20 minutes, half an hour of the day at most. And it was quite fun. And I enjoyed making the video, put it together. And I was proud of that. That was 9th of August 2019.
Okay, I remember. I thought it was the summer.
Yeah, so it was 9th of August. So
without having to go back.
I think my first videos were end of June, so it was quite an early one for me.
Yeah, you were in July.
Ugly says, didn't I do another one where she was in my studio, also with voice? I can't remember. It might have been fall. She may have done.
I remember. She's gave you tea or something.
She gave me a tea a couple of times in live streams as well. Actually, she might have shouted out something in a live stream. I'm not sure. Excuse me. And Rennie and Me says you enjoy the streams. You subbed and try to catch them when you can. Thank you. Thank you, Rennie and Me. Really appreciate that. It's good to see you here. Are you one of Creaky's people who has come over? Because Creaky's sent a few over my way recently.
I'm not surprised. We all kind of frequent everybody's live stream. So
I know. You do get to recognise the names, which is very nice, isn't it? Very nice. Yeah,
it was a funny thing. How I ran into Renee and Me was I was watching a NASA, not NASA, just a science video, right? With how the universe was made or whatever like that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, hey, aren't you with like Team Skeptic, and don't you hang around there sometimes? I'm like, yeah, da da da. We go back and forth, and then here we are, small world, the same place again.
I know, it's nice, and you get to, like I was saying to PG, you just got to kick around a bit around some of these channels, and you'll get to know people, they'll get to know you, and the next thing you know, like he did to me, he says, oh, I could do some graphics for you, and someone else will say something or offer something, or it's the way to do it. It's the way to do it.
I wanted to tell him he had to join the Illuminati also.
It helps, doesn't it? And he's got to reach the 33rd level of the what are they called?
Freemasons.
Freemasons, yes. Then YouTube will show your videos, not before. I think that's how it works.
I do like watching those SciShow videos. They're pretty cool.
SciShow.
SciShow's cool. SciShow is awesome. Yeah.
I've not heard of him.
Pretty awesome. They have like 6 million subscribers, so it's a wonder you haven't heard of them.
No, I haven't. But there's so many channels on YouTube. So many.
That's about the check. Yeah, that's right. 6 million. They only have 6.07 million subscribers.
So we need to give them a shout out because they obviously need more.
Yeah, they obviously need more.
They need really more. Do need more, don't they?
Definitely. Where are we?
Yeah, like how Jesus needs more meds.
I think that Jesus has had quite enough. Definitely.
He's either had too many or not enough. It's one or the other.
Yeah, he definitely needs to go and get his balance sorted out.
His balance.
Needs to be on meds.
Balance.
Balance.
Could be, couldn't it?
Ugly German Juice reminded me, Mr. Sensible, that when I said last summer your video was, don't forget you live in England, there's no such thing as summer, or at least not more than 87 minutes each.
No summer.
No summer?
That's
no,
what
just sorry.
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we don't really have like seasons here. We have like wet and warm and wet and cold. Right. So that's it.
It's the depth of rain, depth of water that falls in any one day. That's how you tell the season.
Yeah, but then Tusk chimed in, summer this year is Tuesday after.
Hello, number 6. Good evening to you.
Just had to point that out. I thought it was funny. Chuckle out of that.
Dora, Bell ends, not Bella. Oh dear.
I'm not sure everybody knows what a bell end is.
Well, everyone can Google it from themselves, can't they?
Yeah, we can't really say.
But not at work.
I think I've heard it enough on these live streams. I kind of can figure out what it is.
Well, you and your filthy mind, Global Mom.
I'm just saying. It's not hard to figure it out.
No.
I didn't teach her that.
Hey, I've been around. I can figure things out myself.
That's what we're afraid of.
I'm always confused on British slang anyways.
Probably just as well, Dark. Probably just as well. We got some funny slang. But then, so what's your home country? Was it excuse me, was it US? I can't remember.
Yeah, my home country is the United States.
That's right, because we spoke of that last week. Because you said the US, but you didn't say your state. Was that right?
That's right.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not going to say my state.
No, and I'm not trying to get you to. Okay, I'm really not. It's totally your business. No, what I was just going to say, a lot of Americanisms seem strange to others. That doesn't mean that they are funny or wrong. It's just difference, isn't it?
Well, you call it a boot. We call it a trunk.
Windshield, do you call it? We call it a windscreen.
Yeah. Windshield is a windscreen. A windshield.
Yeah. We drive on the proper side of the road. You drive on the wrong side.
Oh, please.
What was that about the wrong side?
We drive on the right side of the road. You drive on the wrong side.
No, we drive on the right side of the road, which is the left side of the road. It's
I reject your reality and
The right
substitute
side
my
of the
own.
road is the right side of the road.
Are you sure you're right about that?
Yes, I'm sure I'm right.
What else is left?
The place where we drive.
Right.
You drive on the right side of the road, or you drive on the left side of the road because that's all that was left for you. We took the right side of the road.
It was
That's right.
Correct side.
it was us who started it. We started it.
Hey, there's a country where they used to all, I forgot which one it was, but they all drove on
One side they swapped,
the left side of the road, or the right side of the road, yeah. And then because the dictator thought their country was swinging a little too much politically to the left, he decided everybody's drive on the right side of the road now. But it's totally thrown off all the buses and everything. You get off the bus into traffic, stuff like that.
Didn't they change it over on one day? Because you'd have to, really. You can't say, well, we'll phase it in. From next Tuesday at 9 o'clock, everyone drives on the other side of the road. Can you imagine what it would have been like?
That would be confusing, I would think.
Very. But then, Duck, have you ever driven on the left side of the road?
No.
Well,
But we do have a few 5-lane highways in the States.
Yeah, but it's very different. I mean, I've driven on the continent and I've driven in the States, and it's actually pretty easy to change over. If you ever come to the UK, so you end up driving on the proper side of the road, what I'd recommend is for your hire car to be an automatic, even if you can stick shift or use gears. But I'd recommend an automatic, just so that's one thing you don't have to worry about, and you can just concentrate on driving on the left-hand side of the road. But actually, you do it a few minutes and you're okay. It's when you get into the car first thing in the morning and you're not thinking about it. That's the danger time.
Okay, I literally just looked this up. We did it as an act of defiance against England.
Well, there you go.
Literally, we used to drive on the left, but gradually we changed to right-hand driving because we wanted to get rid of every, British, any link with the British colonial past.
So you were just...
I thought that was the reason.
That's the whole reason.
Just a bunch of awkward blighters.
We were like, screw Britain.
No,
we're gonna do it. We're
America.
We're Americans.
America.
We're America. We ain't
America. M-U-R-K-A.
America.
Well, I've only been to the States once, and guys, I absolutely loved it. And I found all the people I spoke to were just so friendly. The one thing that worried me a bit were two things. One, I was in a shopping mall, and at that time here in the UK, you could still smoke, not in the shops, but in the mall. And so I'd gone to this shopping mall, and then I just sat on one of the benches in the middle area sort of thing. I just started smoking without thinking. And a security guard came over with a weapon, with his hand on the weapon. For goodness sake.
Yeah.
We're real strict about smoking in buildings here.
I know, and that's fine. But the fact that he couldn't come over and say, "Oi, you're not allowed to smoke in here," without having to feel the need to have his hand on a weapon, that's a bit sad, really. I'm not knocking the States, I'm really not. But it's a sad state of affairs if that's how people feel. They have to be that concerned.
Oh, yeah. Call the SWAT team, quick. He's smoking.
Exactly. He's smoking.
Yeah.
It's a fire extinguisher.
But so then I went outside, and I'm stood outside the door smoking. And what did I see? A sign saying no smoking within 50 feet of the door.
Yeah.
I really feel sorry for people that work.
Because we have ashtrays next to doors.
Yeah.
I really feel sorry for people that work in the States, because you can't go on break and get a decent break and have a cigarette anymore. You have to walk so far away from where there's always buildings.
Yeah.
You're screwed. It's
ridiculous. No smoking in 25 feet, every 25 feet.
Yeah. But I mean, when I started smoking, I could smoke in the office. It's a different world, and that's for the best. I really have no problem with that. We have a smoking area where I work, but because of the stupid rules, it can only sort of basically have a roof and I mean, it hasn't got any walls, but I think they can have a roof and 2 or 3 walls. But it's always very open, windy, and horrible. There we go. And yes, Dora, I know that this cigarettes are weapons of mass destruction. I am not in any way encouraging smoking. Far from it. I would definitely recommend everyone not to try it. Really would.
I don't smoke.
Yeah.
I do. I smoke. I encourage people to not smoke. By the way, you will get addicted to it.
I quit. Yeah, don't do it. Don't even start it.
No,
it's not the best thing.
I have never smoked a day in my life.
Well, Dark, honestly, I'm sure you're not tempted, but if you ever were, for whatever reason, tempted, just don't. Okay, it's just not worth it. It really isn't. Pipe Parrots, thanks us all for the shout out. She has now just reached 100 subs. Congratulations, Pip. Yay!
Yay!
Well done.
Yay.
Well deserved.
Very well deserved.
I just want to say a funny thing about the smoking law in the U.S. You know, they say like no smoking in bars because it might affect your health.
Yep.
At a bar.
At a bar.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid because
isn't that weird? Yeah.
Because of the rules here, you can no longer smoke in pubs here.
But when you drink, you want to smoke.
I know. So all that happens is half the people.
Bars is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, half the people will get their drink and go outside now, and they do have smoking sort of rooms, if you can call them that. But they're always as I said, it's not even an outbuilding with 4 walls and a door. It's a roof and maybe a couple walls. So.
I know. I know the airport that's closest to me has a smoking section, and all it is, it's a glass room.
Yes, I've seen one of those before with
I used to
extractor fans on it.
Yeah.
As a teenager, we had a roller rink. Go ahead.
But it was a room that it's like a giant tank for smokers, so you can poke on the glass.
So,
look at the wildlife.
So have they got one of those little bubble divers and a castle and a
like a zoo exhibit.
274727 says, what do you do if your girlfriend starts smoking? Stop and apply lubrication. Oh.
I was about to say put her out.
Put her out.
No, I was gonna say we had a roller rink growing up, and they had a smoking room inside, and it was the same thing. You walk by the glass, it's just nothing but smoke. You know?
Oh, and John,
you walk in, you feel like you're in a sauna. You know what I mean? It's so smoky.
Well, John Rapp
like
says,
a sauna, but not the good kind.
John Rapp says he came to
exactly.
Came to Australia in 1970 as 6 years old, and there were ashtrays in the armrests of airplanes. I remember being able to. I mean, I wasn't smoking then, but I remember when I was a kid, people smoking in airplanes. It's the same with cinemas, and every cinema seat had a little ashtray in the seat in front.
When I was a kid, they had the same thing,
Yeah, they had those when I was a kid, too.
Yeah. And Timo's saying about banning smoking in bars is to protect the staff and other customers. Absolutely. I mean, I really do understand it. It's just, as a smoker, it's very hard.
But the whole secondhand smoke thing has been debunked. Yeah. Secondhand smoke really doesn't affect anyone else unless they're actually smoking too.
Well, hey, Chris, I don't know, but that sounds very counterintuitive, and I'm saying that as a smoker.
I'm saying it as a smoker too. I've actually done a lot of research into it. Secondhand smoke has no effect on the other person.
I can second that. I actually saw they did a study on it. I mean, if you're walking by someone who's smoking, like crossing on the sidewalk, that's not going to affect you at all. I mean, also the other thing, you can't smoke in the bars, but then when you go outside, you're right next to a freeway.
Yeah.
So the air is actually worse outside than inside a bar with all the smoke.
I do have to say, though, my mother-in-law had cancer, have a quarter of her lung removed. She never smoked. Her husband did.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
there's kind of a basis for maybe that's why she got cancer.
Yeah, I must admit, to me, it makes sense, and I would need a lot of evidence being shown to me to convince me that secondhand smoke doesn't affect people.
I have a friend who is on oxygen tanks, but she wasn't on them before someone exposed her to secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
Well, I said my aunt.
Concentrated.
Yeah, like this one is concentrated, really. Just passing by someone with secondhand smoke, or even having dinner with someone who's secondhand smoke. But if it's like constantly in your face and in your lungs,
yeah. She had an ex-husband who smoked a lot.
And I mean, my aunt had lung cancer, and her family, none of her in her family ever smoked a single day in their life. You can get lung cancer without being exposed to.
Of course you can.
Yes,
of course you can. Yeah.
You can.
It's cancer for the most part is genetic. I mean.
Yeah, some people are more prone to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
That makes sense because my mom went through breast cancer twice. And first time she had a lumpectomy, a second mastectomy, but she survived.
That's good. Good that she survived.
And her breast didn't smoke either.
Yeah, I'm sure her breast didn't smoke.
You guys.
It's not our fault.
So, no, but
if her breast did smoke, that would be a feat worth worth some merit.
Well, no, that's a Mrs. Doubtfire
sideshow somewhere.
That's a Mrs. Doubtfire.
There you go, Mrs. Doubtfire. That's it.
Mrs. Doubtfire. There you go.
That's it.
Well, Dora and Koo says, Mr. Sensible, this is the best time to light a cigarette. And there was, where was it? There was a comment just above. Oh, Mr. Trevor Heath says, as an ex-smoker, I noticed smoke way more secondhand, and it's horrible. I had a heart attack when I was 43 due to fags. Now, for our American friends, that is British slang for cigarettes.
Yeah.
I actually knew that.
Yeah,
I know that too. Already.
But I'm also saying it for YouTube, so don't demonetize or something. It's just a different word.
I'm just saying the debate is still the jury's still out on the secondhand smoke thing.
Well, someone did say and I do apologise, but I've forgotten. It was not long ago. That said citation needed.
Citation.
Citation.
I'll have to
citation. Are you on?
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Because it's
hey, we got flat Earth Aussie Jesus in the side chat saying, "How dare you shoot up my name in vain?" I think. Hey Ross, I hope you enjoyed that. That was the real Jesus. That was. But I must admit, Ross, you've been on here before. You've had arguments in the chat. You've had discussions and arguments on voice. But I'll give you this. You made a damn sight more sense than the Jesus we had on my video tonight. And that's saying something, pal. I hope you're all right, Ross. And everyone, just to give you warning, it's 23:17 and the Shill show starts at 23:30. So what I need to do is get another window open so I can see that to give me some idea. I know Colon's giving me a bit of a countdown to it.
It's about 11:39 right now. So.
Because it's possible, of course, they may run a few minutes late. That happens.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and that happens.
Couple minute beginning that they do.
Exactly. So what we'll do is I'll run. Yeah, they are set for just 11.5 minutes away. So I should hear when it starts. So I'll give people a shout and we'll sort of wrap up about that time so that people can hand straight over to them. I did see I got super chats from Kristin Lost? I do apologise. Kristin Frost laser beams of US $5. Now those dollars are the right way up, aren't they, Kristin? I must admit, these stickers, it's a ha laughing gourd thing. Sorry, I don't know what they are, these sort of emoji stickers.
It looks like a pear.
I've seen a few of those emoji stickers.
Yeah, it's an option. When someone super chats, they can use one of these stickers instead.
Right.
It must be the Earth. It's pear-shaped.
It's a baby grimace.
And it's blue.
Mr. Sensible, I hate to bust in there, but I did leave a link to the study I was referring to in your general chat in the Discord.
Okay, let me get that. Yeah, absolutely fine. And we'll drop that. Then if anyone is interested in looking into that, where are we? General chat. Thank you, Chrisma. Let me just cut and paste
You're welcome.
that. So it's I can't see the details, but it's it says OUP academic, no clear link between passive smoking and lung cancer. So people can make of this. I'm popping the link in now. Make of this what they will, and of course,
it is an academic study. It is an academic study, so I mean, it's not influenced by outside sources or big money from any corporation or anything. So
yes, that is always a worry, isn't it? It's like the cigarette lobby, the oil lobby, affecting and putting out sort of pseudo-scientific studies. That sort of thing's disgusting. That sort of thing's disgusting.
Well, Exxon did know better with the climate change stuff. They knew about climate change in 1975. So.
Yes. So let's hide it.
Yeah, that climate change stuff is real weird, isn't it?
How do you mean?
Yeah.
People denying climate change is real weird, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Sorry, I wanted to be clear then, because I thought for a moment you were saying that you were the other side.
No, I may be Republican, but I'm not a denier of climate change.
Well, to be honest, Duck, whether you're Republican or Democrat, I think most people are quite sensible about it, and yeah, it's just a group of people, isn't it? That I mean, there's nothing wrong with being right wing, of course, and I'm not going to go into politics. There's nothing wrong with being right wing, nothing wrong with being pro business, but this. When it reaches the point that you're willing to poison the earth, poison the air, pollute everything just for the almighty dollar, something's wrong there, isn't it?
I would agree.
Yeah.
And the climate change deniers pretty much come from the same. They come from the same plant as flat earthers come from.
Yeah.
Planet
stupid.
Contrarian. Yeah.
See, I don't deny climate change. I deny that the humans do 100% of it. That's what I do. You've had a lot.
Not 100% of it, but.
No. But you get those that think it's all human-based, and just something the Earth does.
Well, of course, there are cycles. There are cycles, but they take tens of thousands of years. Yeah. And yet in 150, 200 years, we've changed in an amount which should take tens of thousands of years. That's not normal, and they can measure what that CO2 or how some of that CO2 was produced.
I hope you're not hearing my chair pop, because it does that sometimes.
No, didn't hear any strange noises. And who was it? Global Mom, you've been a busy lady, haven't you? You've been a busy lady.
I've been busy. Yes, I've been busy.
I've seen you being busy. Been shilling the link on Mr. Sensibles.
I have been.
Yeah, and quite right too. Like I said, the Shills, they really helped me out. I first sort of met Drunk Monkey, Logical, and Babes Troglodyte. They were the ones I first got to know. And then I had help from some of the people who backroom boys on the Shills helped get me going. So yeah, I owe them, and I like to pay back.
Oh yeah, the Shills got me going, and then Creaky did his bit, and you've been doing your bit. It's a little bit at a time. It's helping.
That's right,
and that's what we do. I help other people as well. So
exactly, you pass the love on, and what goes around comes around.
Exactly.
For those who don't realise. Yesterday I had my premiere scheduled, and Global Mom messaged me saying, "Oh, how long's your premiere?" Because I was going to have mine on, or words to that effect, but then decided to go on after mine. So at my premiere, I gave a shout out to Mum. She helped me out by not clashing with me. I helped her out by sending people over. So yeah, we help each other out. That's the good thing about this community.
That
is the good thing about
this community. So.
I'm sorry, Mum?
I said mine was as long as yours. That's kind of why I pushed it as well, because I knew.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to go catch you after mine was done. Like, hey, just push it. Just so much easier. And it was my last retrospective, so.
Oh, Trevor Heath says that I made him sub. I presume it's me. Made him sub to Creaky the other day. Well, there you go. And Creaky sent people over to me. Yeah. It's a little bit. It's a little bit different in the Flat Earth community, isn't it?
I subbed to you after I saw you pop up in Team Skeptics chat room.
Oh right. Oh, thank you, Chrisma.
Yeah, that was a while back, though. Quite a while back.
And I know the check is still in the post. Okay, it's coming.
It'll be Brian, snail mail for nothing.
Brian Shannon, hello to you. Oh, Frank, you said it's been a pleasure being part of this live stream, and I plan on making appearances more regularly. Thank you, Frank. The one thing about my live streams is I can only really do them on certain days of my working week stroke rest days, so it's unfortunately I would love to always do a Monday or whatever it is, a regular time when people can know, but it's never going to happen because of my sort of rotating pattern. So it's always going to be a case of I might mention when I got one coming up, but at best you normally get a couple hours notice, so I'm sorry about that, but it's good to see you and I hope to see you again. Oh, and Mr. Victory says that Mr. Sensible and the Shills helped him out a lot, and Pop Parrot and Global Mum are awesome and worth subbing to their channels. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Yep, they are. Global Mom has an awesome channel.
And yeah, Mum, I must say, because you did some of your earlier ones were the ones that were sort of animation, weren't they?
I've always had the animated avatar.
Yeah, but I saw a couple that were sort of all the avatars and sort of cartoon background, or maybe it was just the particular ones I caught. But what I'm trying to say is that what I preferred personally was like you did last night, where yes, you had the avatar, but with some real video. I just really liked that personally.
Yeah, I started doing that little video in the background, running little Easter eggs in the back of various ships from sci-fi.
Yes.
Have a little fun with that.
Yes, I saw the Liberator, I believe.
Yeah, I did picked up a couple weeks ago the Blake 7 ship and did a little stuff with so.
Blake 7, that was my favourite show when I was a kid. Absolutely loved it.
I never really saw it, but I've heard people talk about it, so I thought, I'm like, what ships can I get? So I just was picking up images of all the different ships from sci-fi that I could think of.
Well, the thing is, I loved that series, and I loved the characters, and the one Avon, the sort of bad boy anti-hero who was a computer specialist. Because of him, that's what first got me interested in computers. Him.
Okay.
Yeah, he was my hero when I was a kid. Parrot says. I don't know if
they showed Blake 7 here in the US
though. Well, they haven't reshown it here. I had the whole lot on VHS tape a few years ago, and I must admit it looks dated, but I loved it. But guys, it's now only 2 minutes to the Shills, so what I'm going to do is, if I can run through you guys to have your last words. Last time we started at the top, so tonight's the bottom. So that's you, Mr. Philosopher of Nonsense. Any final words?
Last words. What? I swear to do, officer. I swear.
Yeah.
No. Just a quick reminder that, of course, NASA Black Site is going to be on tonight. I believe, if there isn't any, aliens or we don't fall off the Earth or so. So feel free to check that out. Oh, by the way, you flubbed my name before. You called me falafel, sir. When you stumbled on my name a couple streams ago, I just thought it was funny. Like, I'm falafel now.
Falafel of Nonsense. Okay. Listen, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome. We'll see you soon. Global Arm.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was doing something. Yes, thank you for having me on. And
My
look
pleasure.
what I'm working on right now, a video of an air pressure test I did over the mountains last week.
Cool.
With some family.
Well, look forward to seeing it.
I'm working on that right now. So I'm trying to get it out this week. So got to get working on it some more.
You better get busy then, love. Okay. So everyone,
I got to get busy.
If you haven't, please check out Global Mom. We got a a little over 400 last night. Let's get her a little bit further
Next
on,
time
eh?
you do this, you
410
could be doing
Yeah,
this.
go for 410.
413.
Oh, what now?
413 since I've been on, and I gained like 5 or 6 subs.
Nice. Oh, I'm very
So,
pleased for you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, you take
Thank
care.
you, guys.
You take care, Globe Mum.
Yes.
Catch you soon. Edwulf.
All right. Bye, Mr. Simpson.
Good evening.
Hello. I'm sorry I've not spoken to you much tonight, but do you have any final words to say?
Yeah. Subscribe to Mom. She's the best.
Well, there you go. She'll love you forever now. Well, listen, Edwulf, thank you very, very much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, Jim, I've been a bit quiet recently, but I hope to change that. And it's like I'll speak to you soon.
Cool. And we all have real life that gets in the way, of course. Okay, you take care. And Mr. Dark Knight Apologetics, please drop your link in the channel again while we're speaking, while we got a chance. Any final words?
Yeah, just come watch the Mars video I did.
Yep. Actually, I've got that here. Here it is. Let me drop. Oh, you just dropped it in. There we go. Oh,
yeah,
a bonus.
It
there
right
it is.
now.
It's double drop then. Double drop. Okay, we'll check out Dark's Martian calendar video, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us, Dark. Okay, you take care, pal.
It was fun.
It was indeed. It was indeed. And, just before I come to you, Chris Marr. Sorry. I just thought I'd had a super chat. It's one from earlier. Yeah, Chris Marr. Final word, sir?
Thanks for having me on. And remember tonight, I think it's around 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. The NASA Black Site Area 69 is going live again. If squirrels permitting. If squirrels don't knock things up for us again, we should be fine. And yeah. Subscribe to Dark Knight Apologetics. Subscribe to Clever Mom. And if you aren't yet, subscribe to Mr. Sensible because he's
good idea. Thanks, Chrisma. Thanks, Chrisma. And I just looked at the Shill's live. They're still running their intro thing. I don't know if they. Wow, they need to pull their socks up. Don't know if they want a smooth handover. Honestly, if you haven't yet, please check out the Shills. Here's a link for their live stream tonight with Dutch Heretic. I've remembered his name now. I'll probably pop over there for a while to see who on earth he is because I don't know him. Hopefully that will be a good show. It usually is. Listen, thanks, Crispr, for joining us. Really, really appreciate it, pal. So everyone, they've certainly got their chat running. They're running an intro. So I guess they are going to start any minute. So it's not that glitchy a handover, I think. When you go over, if you go over, please remember to say that Mr. Sensible sent you and that you bring cheese because they always appreciate people saying that. I thank you again for joining me tonight. Thank you to all my patrons, including the newest patrons, and for the super chats. Most excellent. I'm going to say thank you very much, good night, and I'll see you over on the Shills. Stay sensible.